Guests or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Your local station, WMBS, our number one of Hot Topics with Kendall and Bill and Mary and Adrian, and we'll explain that. But first,
we are being brought to you by Tire Man's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Caldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks & Ball's Drugstore, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Gary's Auto Sales, and Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping. We 724-438-4593. We are live streaming on our WMBS Facebook page, so please like and share the show. You can comment below. We are going to be open conversation with Kendall, Bill, and Paul's going to join us the second hour.
Good.
So we'll have a full second half with.
Oh, we got a full first half too.
We have a full first half, but this is. We already know what we're going to talk about with them.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell what we're going to talk about in the second hour.
That is true. I've got a whole stack of stuff that we can talk about.
Yes. So Mary, welcome back. Mary was just here about a month ago.
Yeah, it really was.
To talk about the City Mission's 5K, the Main Street Classic. And what year was this? The
21st annual.
21st annual, okay. So you can give us a brief update on that. But we really want to hear about what that money contributes to and what you guys do, which is so much at City Mission. And if you guys want to follow City Mission Living Stones on Facebook, go ahead and do that, because it's I would say all of the nonprofits in this county that serve people are super important, but City Missions, they are one of the most important ones. So we're grateful for them. Welcome, Mary and Adrian.
Thank you. Thank you for having us again.
So tell us about the 5K really quick.
The 5K was awesome. We had an absolutely gorgeous day. The weather was perfect. We had a great turnout. We have always so many people that are supporting us. One of the things that people come and tell us every single year is how amazed they are with the kinds of donations we get, the basket prizes, the sponsorships, and the things that we have for the runners. And I'm a runner, so I know that usually when I go to a race, I'm getting a bag of chips and a banana, and they send me on their way. That is not how it is. We kind of go all out for this event, and it's really become kind of the thing to do in the summertime every single year in Uniontown. When you're talking about a 5K, it's like the pinnacle 5K that everyone has talked about. And all of the money that was raised from that event goes back into our emergency shelter programming at City Mission. So it was exciting. It was good to see all that hard work come to fruition in a day and go well and just be such a positive, healthy and fun event for the community.
So if you ran into someone and you said, yeah, I'm working at City Mission now, and they said, well, what does City Mission do?
Yeah. So I didn't really know what City Mission did very much before I started working there outside of the shelters. But there's so much more that goes on. So we are a nonprofit. We've been there for over 30 years. And it's really a continuum of care that we have emergency shelter housing, we have transitional housing, and we have permanent supportive housing. So it's really just a continuum of housing options. And I really wanted to bring Adrian here today because Adrian has been with the organization, has grown with the organization, and what she does at the organization is just absolutely remarkable. So we wanted to talk about what we do when we actually get the clients, and what kinds of clients they are, and how we best serve them. So I thought that she would be really great at talking about the stigma of homelessness and what homelessness actually looks like, opposed to what we think it looks like or what people think about homelessness or people with substance abuse or mental health issues, and then what we do at City Mission to actually serve the people that we have that come to us.
And so what is your role there, Adrian?
Well, I'm the path case manager. I work specifically with mental health and drug and alcohol clients. Okay, City Mission is, first of all, it's the only shelter in Fayette County. Okay, anybody that needs shelter can only go to City Mission, and if they leave, they have to go to Washington or Westmoreland. They have to leave the county.
Okay.
So we're the only operable shelter that's located in Fayette County. Gallatin is where our main office is, and that's where I'm based out of.
And for those, for the listeners, it's the old Gallatin School.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. The Gallatin has about 30 apartments in there, 18 of which are SROs, which are single efficiencies. And then the others are all apartments. Some of them are Section 8 and some of them are transitional. Usually when someone comes into City Mission, if they go into the men or the women's shelter, that's the first step. Okay, and the clients go through a whole process of going through shelter. They get assistance with mental assistance, and helping them transition into permanent housing. My job, I just work with the mental health clients. I'm the PATH case manager. And the only clients that I can work with are clients that have a mental health disability. Some of the mental health, they also have drug and alcohol. But all of my clients have the mental health disability.
So how do you assess that when someone walks in the door? How do you know, okay, this person has because one could argue that to be homeless in the first place, obviously not everyone is, but in this town, which I've grown up in and I drive and walk the streets, I see a lot of the same homeless people.
Right.
And you have to wonder what got them there, and how do you know?
Usually when I get a client, I'll ask them, do they have a mental health history?
Oh,
Because I have to be able to document it. And I do send for medical information. So all of my clients are documented. Either go to Chestnut Ridge or they go to SPHS or some other facility.
so there's records somewhere to
There's a mental health record somewhere that can document the client's background.
Okay.
So that's the first step is to come in and do the intake, and I document their history, what they say they have. Some will be bipolar, some might be schizophrenic. I mean, some are just anxiety and depression. It's a lot of different components mixed in with the mental health. And you just have to listen and you just have to talk to them. My intake takes about an hour because I want to get to know the person. I want to know what brought them to the point of homelessness.
Sure.
Some people are not in the shelters. Some people are actually in their cars or living in the street. Don't want to go into a shelter. So I have to figure out where they're at and what they need at that point.
I think that's what drew me to City Mission, is because a lot of other shelters within the state of Pennsylvania, you get into a shelter, they help you for a certain amount of time, maybe it's 30 to 60 days, and then you just leave and you have no idea what happens with those people after that. With City Mission, it's a complete continuous care model where once we get them and we realize what's going on with them, with that individual person, then we're actually able to help them get to the root cause of what made them homeless to begin with. And a lot of times it is chronic homelessness that they have been dealing with for years and years. And then we're actually able to assist them through the programming, through the resources that we have, so that if they do have a mental health disorder, if they do have substance abuse disorders, we can actually provide quality services linked to their care long term.
Yeah.
To ensure that they're never going to be homeless again.
Is there a limit to how long they can stay?
Yes.
Yeah,
So with the
yeah.
transitional, yes. So the transitional is up to 2 years. But we also have permanent supportive housing. So once they get into our permanent supportive housing, they can stay with us. And we have a very high rate percentage of clients who, once they get into our permanent supportive housing, I believe it's 90% of them end up staying with us long term.
And you guys, do they still have a caseworker, if you will, through
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Yes.
And with the permanent supported, we also hook them up with whatever resources are in the community. So if they have a Section 8 voucher, that's a guarantee where the state will pay 30%. They pay 30% of their income for rent. So a lot of the clients have those vouchers. And usually when they come in, that's one of the things we tell them to do, to go sign up and get on the Section 8 list.
What is the most popular, if you like, the main reason why people are homeless? What do you find?
There's no one reason. As we sit here, the 3 or 4 of us, any one of us could be homeless. You miss 1 or 2 paychecks and you're homeless. You lose a job, you get laid off, you get sick, something happens to you. There's no said reason. A lot of people misunderstand, and they think they're out there using drugs or alcohol, and this is the reason they're homeless. That's not it. You know, there's some that are in that situation,
Sure.
but the majority of them are homeless for a reason.
And I think a lot of people, we might not be talking about people living outside on the street. We might be talking about people who have been staying with a family or friend. Maybe they're living in their car. So they're basically, if someone kicks them out, if their family kicks them out and they're not able to afford housing, that's the other reason. I mean, the housing situation in this local area, it's very difficult for people. If you have any kind of issue where you're not able to afford housing, what do you do? You know, I mean, even myself, we were talking about it in my own family. You know, we both work, and at this point, the idea of having to afford a nice home for our family, it takes a lot of work, and we're two people that work, and if two things would go on in our family, we wouldn't be able to afford that in this area. It's so the thing that I really love about it too is when we have these permanent supportive housing projects, these are new buildings.
Yeah, they look great, and they look very nice.
They're absolutely gorgeous. So we're also reducing blight in the area as well.
Yes, totally.
And so one building at a time, and we're literally beautifying Fayette County. And the people, they have the sense of dignity in the space because these are people that through maybe a fault of their own or through no fault of their own have been put in situations, and finally we're giving them that hand up to say, we're here to help you. We're here to link you to case management and property management, resources and transportation. We're going to help you find a job. And now they feel supported and they feel proud, and they really do keep those spaces very beautiful. And the other thing that we have is our Promise Place, which is our independent life skills living program. And it's 2 doors down from the Gallatin School. And these are youth between the ages of 16 through 21 who are primarily aging out of the foster care system. And we have an incredible staff there. And I think right now we have 7 youth within that, and they all go to school. And they teach them life skills. They help find them a job. They get them their license if they need to, and really help them to be productive members of society.
I understand that the homelessness, the numbers are increasing.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
Yes. So right now we have beds for 27 men in our men's shelter. We recently renovated and moved our men's shelter. We used to be on Fayette Street. Now we're on Cleveland Avenue. We have beds for 27 men, and I'll tell you that we are usually full. Last year we were projected to we did 7,000 shelter nights last year. This year we're projected to do 10,000 shelter nights. And a lot of that too has to do with the weather that we do have in this area.
Okay,
you know, as
yeah,
soon
yeah,
as it
yeah.
gets cold, if someone is living outside, living in their car, it just gets to that point where they're not able to do that anymore, and they need to seek that emergency shelter that we have. Also, our women's shelter, we have beds for 8 women and up to 4 children. We try to save some room in the Gallatin Avenue building,
Emergency
like an emergency shelter situation, especially if it's a family.
Is the women's shelter always full too? Because you obviously have way less beds.
Essentially, yes. And especially in the wintertime, there are times that we've had to, unfortunately, turn people away because we've run out of room. And that's something.
What do they do?
A lot of times we'll just link them somewhere else. We don't just say like good luck, you know. A lot of times we'll call around and say, can you take them?
Yeah, I've experienced you doing that,
if
actually.
someone can take, if I'll call someone, we'll try to get them to this other shelter close by. So we don't just, tell them good luck and hang up the phone ever.
Well, plus the kids are if they're in school and their mom is having to find them a place, sending them to a different county. I mean, these kids still have to get to their school. I mean, that's the only normal thing they have in their life at the moment. The only stable thing going.
It really opens your eyes to this area, and so many people, even not in Uniontown, but in other towns, in Brownsville, in Connellsville, and they'll say like, well, we don't really have a homeless problem. Well, you don't have a homeless problem because of City Mission. Even being from Connellsville, I cannot tell you the amount of times that Community Ministries has called and said, we have someone here, they need somewhere to stay, and they get on the bus and they come to City Mission. And so we're not just serving Uniontown, we're serving the entire county.
And so
Your
whenever
local station, WNBS, our guests on Hot Topic are Mary Sampe and Adrienne Wilson, from a City Mission, and we will continue this discussion after this on your local station.
Step back in time to 1794 as Friendship Hill Association celebrates Whiskey Rebellion Festifall Weekend, August 30th and 31st. Tucked away on Route 166 in New Geneva and a National Historic Site, Whiskey Rebellion Festifall at Friendship Hill is a weekend of local history and fun with Ron Duquette as Albert Gallatin and Brady Kreitzer, author of A Distilled History of the Whiskey Rebellion, plus craft vendors, fife and drum corps, children's games, pumpkin races, the barbecue buggy, and more. To learn more, visit Friendship Hill Association's Facebook page. Looking for a new spot for a night out? Then check out Shindig's Bar and Grill in Uniontown, located in Oliver Square. With regular live entertainment and themed events, and offering 6 diamond pool tables and 3 dartboards, Shindig's is the place to be. Enjoy daily specials, including Tuesday wing night, Friday's Cajun chicken Alfredo, and Saturday's incredible crab leg dinner. And stick around for karaoke nights, live music, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook at Shindig's with a Z Bar and Grill. Shindig's, your hootenanny hotspot.
Tireman's Auto Garage, voted best in Fayette for tires, has the cheapest prices in town on new and used tires with ACIMA and Snap leasing available. They are also top automotive specialists offering diagnostic service, alignments, oil changes, state inspections, batteries, brakes, rotors, and more. School will soon be starting. School buses will be on the road. Be safe, be smart, and save on tires at Tireman's Auto Garage, Mill Street, downtown Uniontown. Call 724-425-9606.
Your heat on the fritz? Did your AC stop working? Your pipes backed up? Did your lights go out? Well, for all your heating, air conditioning, electric, and plumbing emergencies, CHIPS Residential Services is here for you. Located right in Uniontown and offering 24-hour emergency service, let the experts at CHIPS help you through all your emergency needs as well as installation and regular service. Call 724-366-8046 to get the help you need today. Your hometown team of technicians, CHIPS Residential Services.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323. 439-2323. 439-2323. 439.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
WMBS.
Your local station, WMBS, Hot Topics with Kendall and Bill. Joined by Mary Sampe and Adrian Wilson from a City Mission. We were talking about the 5K race and yet another successful race, and also talking about what goes on at City Mission. When you accept a client, for lack of a better word, what services are they? I mean, obviously they get a roof over their head and they get food. What other services are they going to receive?
It really depends what they're in, what what part of City Mission's mission that they're really in. So for the emergency shelters, obviously we're providing the very first thing is food and shelter and clothing. So before anyone even does an intake with them, they're saying, do you need something to eat? Let's get you a shower. Let's make sure that you're warm, get you the clothing that you need. And then we're also providing them case management, resident management, transportation, and we provide Bible studies through all of our programming. So we are a Christian organization, and we ensure that obviously we're providing people with that physical hope, but we're also providing them with that spiritual, long-term, everlasting hope of a relationship with Jesus Christ, which really grounds a lot of our staff. I think that's the difference. Most of our staff are Christians, and we pray together.
Does not mean you need to be Christian to go to City Mission.
No, anyone can be at City Mission. We're not going to force you to pray. You don't have to come to Bible studies, but a lot of them do. I mean, they're curious. They're open to the idea of experiencing that. But that's the beauty of it, that we're here to serve everyone. You don't have to be anyone. You can be get out of the prison and come to City Mission.
Sure.
Like, we're not here to judge anyone or really ask them what led them to that place that they're in. We're just here to love on them. I think that's something Adrienne has done so well. The clients trust her. And they feel like someone's listening to them. So many of these people feel like everyone has forgotten about them, that no one cares, that they're just no one. And Adrienne and everyone else there is so good at just providing that basic human level of decency and respect for the human beings that come through our door.
And I think what's also important is the cooperation between the agencies. City Mission, Community Action, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul,
Children and Youth,
Behavioral
probably
Health.
even.
We all work together. Chestnut Ridge, SPHS, we all. I can call off names. There's phone numbers where you can pick up the phone and just call, and you can, you can get whatever resources or information or help that you need. And I think that's important because City Mission, we couldn't do it by ourselves.
No, yeah.
And without Community Action and Catholic Charities and even the churches.
And just the public alone just donating.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the churches.
Yes.
Because I can't tell you how many times I've picked up the phone and called on a pastor. Can you pay for this? Can you give me a couple of $100 for this client? I just got money last week. You call in and they're willing to help.
Yeah, I mean, she's on the phone. It's amazing. And I think you talked about this. If you've never seen our video, Rick Fike did an incredible video of City Mission, and it's on our website. We have a newly updated website.
What is that website?
citymissionfayette.org. And Adrienne talks so poignantly about how it feels when she gets a client the things that they need, when you get them a bed, when you get them their, everything that you need to get them started. It makes you feel like, okay, like we're getting and how many people you need to kind of resource around that you're not the only one doing it yourself, that there's so many of these other organizations and people helping you.
What do we talk about all the time on here, Bill? The Village. The Village. And Adrienne, you've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm sure you've seen, I'm sure you've seen it all. And a lot of it is, the foundation of what you do is sad, right? I mean, why people are coming to you. But I'm sure you have beautiful stories of success that you see people out in the community that you maybe saw 10 years ago. Then there was, wasn't much of a chance for them, and now they're hopefully living. Their lives are thriving. Do you have those experiences as well?
Yeah, a lot of the clients will come back, even the ones that come back and work for us.
Yeah.
We have someone that's worked with us she was my client.
Yeah.
And I'm not mentioning any names, but she started out as my client, and now she's been with us almost 20 years.
Get out.
Yeah. It's really beautiful. I can't tell you how many people, even on the Facebook page, have said, I was in a rough spot. Adrienne helped me. Debbie helped me. I mean, these names of the people that have been there that were like mothers, sisters to them, friends to them when they needed it. And they feel like we're their family. I mean, even you have the Bible study at the Gallatin School. People come to that aren't even there anymore, that they'll come. They've been coming to Bible study forever, that they used to come when they were there, and now they still come.
That's
great. It's really cool.
Yeah. I've been to a lot of funerals too, so it's not all it's not all great, but you get involved with the family members and you just get connected.
And I'm sure you'll have to work with also, I would imagine, to some capacity, the school districts when it comes to your youth program, the Promise Place, which is it's the newest youth program, and it serves youth ages 16 to 22. Now, talk about that, because there have been people just throughout the year saying, well, how come they're bringing kids in the Promise Place?
Yes.
Maybe that are going to Uniontown School District maybe, but they're here from Westmoreland County. How does
Right.
that work?
Right. So we work with a lot of different counties so that when there is a need, they can call us, because honestly, there's not a lot of places doing what we're doing and doing the scope
Okay.
of the programming that we're doing. So when we really, and Matt, who is the director of the youth programming, he could really speak to this a lot better than I can. But he really looks at who he has in the building, their situation, if he feels that they're going to be a right fit for our programming, because it is a very intense program. Once they get with us, we do have 24/7 trained staff in trauma-informed care at that programming. We have case management, transportation, resident management, structured recreational activities with the kids, referrals for their psychiatric care, their educational support. So these are kids that we feel are going to be ready. But we do give them a level of freedom as well.
Okay.
And trust. There have been times where I've been over there and they sign out and they sign back in when they're coming. But these kids have really been taught, like, these are the rules. And they're just like teenagers, like anyone else. You know, this is what we expect from you. These are the rules. This is what you have to do to be with us. And they really are their own little family unit in a way.
Are they able to create community?
Absolutely. So we have a lot of other outreach that we do with them. A lot of them go to the Y.
Okay.
They are on the basketball in the summertime. Right now, they're playing. A lot of them are playing football at school. We have some pastors that are interested in coming in and doing some things with them. So, because a lot of them, they feel strange about going, to a church group or something like that. So a lot of times we'll have people come to them and visit, just let people know that, they care about them, that they're thinking about them. A lot of times I get donations for the emergency shelters, but we could always use donations at Promise Place, because the kids, obviously they're teens, they eat a lot. They're learning how to cook in their own apartments.
Okay.
And they're hungry and they're teenagers. And most of them are boys, so we all know how much they eat.
So so you say you could use donations. So when someone makes a donation and they just send a box of food to City Mission, do you have to specify where you're donating it to? So if someone wants to donate to Promise Place, do they need to say this is for Promise Place?
Yeah, a lot of times, and we'll share resources. Like sometimes, Alicia at our she's the shelter supervisor. She'll say, I don't really, I have too much of this. She'll call over at Promise Place and say, hey, could you use some paper towels or whatever it is, laundry detergent, snacks, and they kind of just share resources that way. So, but we do have separate lists. So if you go on our website and you go under how you can help, we have Amazon wish lists for our shelters and for Promise Place. And if you use those Amazon wish lists, it will go directly to the places they need to go.
Okay.
So you don't even need to do the guesswork. You can just hit add to cart and it'll go where it needs to go. But if you want to make a donation to Promise Place, you can do so from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and come to the Gallatin Avenue School.
Go around the back.
Yep. And it's 155 North Gallatin Avenue. But there's the wish list on there. It also just makes suggestions. So if you see on there, okay, they're looking for cleaning supplies and air fryers for the kids, I could just go to Walmart and get those and drop those off at
What
the
if someone
shelter.
has an air fryer at home?
We do like to have new things for the kids. We try to do new as much as humanly possible. It's just going to last longer. It's going to be higher quality. It's the same thing with the shelters. If a lot of times people want to donate used clothing to the shelters, and as much as we would love to accept everything, obviously we're trying to take care of these human beings that are already in an emergency situation. We want to be able to provide them clothing that fits them and that they actually need. So a lot of times we'll suggest, hey, give to Closet of Hope and the Uniontown Mall. We have a partnership with them.
Oh, okay.
And then when we actually need something, we can call and say, hey, this person needs this size of this kind of, pants or socks.
So can you donate? You can donate to Closet of Hope?
Yes. If it's clothing, those kinds of things. Sometimes we will ask for specific things, but a lot of times it's just everyday necessities.
Who runs that?
I think it's Mount Moriah Church, I believe. I could be wrong.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
That's a tip, Bill. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so they'll shop for us and they'll bring a bag for that specific individual because we just don't have the room, for all of these things, and we don't have the time to go through a lot of these items. We also are on Meal Train. So if you want to donate a meal, you can go online, you can click on our Meal Train page, and you can donate a meal to the emergency shelter.
What's the website?
www.citymissionfayette.org.
And their Facebook page is City Mission Living Stone. Now, the
Yes.
City Mission, there is a thrift store, City Mission, over in the Giant Eagle Plaza. That is not the City Mission Living Stone that is right here in our community. Not saying don't go to that thrift store, but if you're going there, it's not a contribution to what we're talking about today.
Correct.
Bill, you want to take a quick break? And then we will come back to finish off with Mary and Adrian.
And we are with Mary Sampe and Adrian Wilson from City Mission on Hot Topics on your local station, WMBS.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling are the ones to call when you need a dumpster. Red Rooster offers fast, friendly service and provides medium-sized dumpsters that will fit your needs, whether it's a general remodeling project, emptying a house, or doing a summer or fall cleanout. Just call Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling at 724-569-0337 for rates and availability. Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling in Smithfield also offers a 5% military discount. Call 724-569-0337 and look for the Red Rooster.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Feeling lucky? Your next big jackpot is waiting for you. Visit the casino at Nemacolin in Farmington, PA for the ultimate casino experience featuring the hottest table games, daily promotions, big-time giveaways, and an exciting variety of premium slots. And after, celebrate your big win with a juicy burger at the Royale while you watch the big game. Hotel packages available. Visit CasinoNemacolin.com for more information. The Casino at Nemacolin. Game on. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. 724-208-5281. What makes buying your next vehicle for me worthwhile? I make it a very easy 5-step process. You look, you shop, you ask, you decide. And I listen. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Your local station, WMBS. We're talking with the folks from City Mission, Mary Sampe, Adrian Wilson. One more time, donations through the website, or can they come by? Also, When we say donations, what are you looking for? Obviously, cash would be one
Bill's
of
love
them.
language.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you do want to make, first of all, a monetary donation to support what we do, you can go on our website and make a donation there at citymissionfayette.org. You can also mail us a donation at 155 North Gallatin Avenue, P.O. Box 943 in Uniontown, and make your check payable to City Mission Living Stones. But if you're saying, okay, well, I just can't give monetarily right now, so how else can I support City Mission? There's a lot of ways. If you have a business, if you have a church group, if you have an organization, you can collect supplies for City Mission. We have Amazon wish lists for our shelters, for our Promise Place. You can pray for our clients. That's a huge way that you could support us. You can pray for the staff. You can come take a tour. If you've never seen City Mission and you have never been inside of our shelters or Gallatin or any of our permanent supportive housing projects, come take a tour and see what we have to offer so that you can be informed, so that if you see someone who is struggling, that you can make sure that they can get to City Mission if they need to. So there's lots of ways to support us. Right now we have something very exciting coming up, which is Fayette Gives. Yeah. So every single November, the Community Foundation of Fayette County, they provide a way for all of the nonprofits in Fayette County to raise money for their organizations in a very effective way through a one-day giving called Fayette Gives. And this year it's November 6th. We are very proud to say that we are usually on top of the leaderboard. Yeah. And the reason that is because Fayette County believes in what City Mission does. It's not about us. It's about the kinds of lives that we're changing and the impact City Mission's able to have. And it's only through that funding that we're able to do that. So please remember City Mission on November 6th for Fayette Gives.
Can you
as well.
And I know it's a 12-hour window that you can make the donations. You can't do it any sooner.
You can. So starting September 8th, they're going to come out with a check contribution form, and you can make a donation ahead of time through check and send it to the foundation.
Okay.
Yes.
And the Community Foundation's Facebook page, go like and share that one as well, because it's active enough that you're going to be seeing things coming up on there about Fayette Gives.
And even like through referrals, through other organizations, that if you want to work with us, if you have anything that you're able to provide to our clients, we love to always hear about that as well. There's a lot of church groups that come in that just make a meal for the shelter. So anything like that. If you just want to come make a meal once a month at the men's shelter, we're happy, or even for the women, we're happy to do that as well. We also do a Christmas direct mail campaign. Obviously, at the holidays, people are feeling more generous and they really want to be able to give back. So we will be having a Christmas campaign as well. And we provide Christmas for all of our clients and the children as well.
That's nice.
So we always ask for businesses to kind of, we give them presents, we give them gift cards, things like that. So we're always asking for those kinds of donations as well. As we know, we're not federally funded at City Mission, and the state budget, there's been an impasse, and so a lot of our revenue is frozen right now. So it's super important now more than ever that if you are thinking about donating to this cause, and if you care about the effects of homelessness in our area, that you support us.
And it's always it's often the ones that they're living on a fixed income, and their hearts are just so pure and big, and they want to help as much. And it's the $5 check, the $5 checks that are being those are just the same. It's not about the amount.
I talk about that all the time. There is this woman that gives us $5 every single month, and she sends this check in. She mails it in. And I seriously look forward. It's like the widow's mite. I think about that every month when I'm like, this woman she's giving what she can. And and I just wonder what the story is there. Like, I know there has to be
Maybe
some
she
kind
knows
of
somebody that you guys helped.
Yeah, the
Maybe
impact.
you helped her.
I don't know, but I mean, it's really. I mean, we get a lot of these people and businesses that
Maybe she was listening to WMBS one day.
That's right. Yeah, but I think a lot of people have been touched over the years by what City Mission does, because there's a difference between just doing the work, but then loving the people that God brings to you. That's the difference. When you have people like Adrian, people like Debbie, people like our executive
people
director.
People like you.
Yeah, Well, yeah, but I don't, unfortunately, I don't work with the clients as much as I would like to, but what I try to do is kind of be that bridge for the clients to get what they need and for the community to know about what they're doing on the front lines every day, because their job, it's not glamorous by any stretch of the imagination, but they're really doing the work of Christ. I believe that with all my heart, like every single day. They're really doing what God asks us to do, which is love our neighbor.
What do you guys, as we wrap up here, again, City Mission Living Stones, go to their Facebook page or go to citymissionsfayette.org.
Citymissionfayette.org.
Citymissionfayette.org. And wrapping up, we have about 5 minutes. Mary, what do you guys have coming up? Any new projects?
Yeah, so right now we are in the second phase of a preservation at our Gallatin School. So it is a historic building. And so we just went through phase 1. I feel like you had a lot of to do with having to keep everyone happy at that time because we were moving people out of their apartments to try and get things taken care of and updated in every single one of the apartments that we have. And so now we're going to be doing phase 2 of that project. Right now we are in the process of, we broke ground on another permanent supportive housing project right behind Gallatin Avenue. It's going to provide 4 units of permanent supportive housing. We're also in the stages of funding for another permanent supportive housing project that will also be near Gallatin Avenue. So that will be our next one. And we are in the prayer stages of really one of our goals is to expand or to have another women's shelter.
Okay.
So that we have more beds for women that need it. We have 27 beds for men. We have 8 for women and up to 4 children for the women's shelter.
Is that just because the need is usually higher for men?
Well, the women's shelter was donated to us years ago, and so it kind of just became the women's shelter. The men's shelter, it was on Fayette, and we had the opportunity to move it up to Cleveland, and that provided more space for the men. We really need that for the women as well. The women need some more privacy. We need the ability to maybe have an apartment in the basement, so if we have a whole family, we can put them, give them a little bit more privacy, and so we're praying about that and hoping that we can get that done in the next year or 2 as well.
Is that different than the domestic abuse shelter?
Yeah, so we usually take people that are not in chronically abusive situations right now. We do have people that have had issues.
So there's a separate shelter for the domestic abuse, and you can send anyone there who requires that type of service.
Yes. So, typically we don't take too many of those cases. We do, but that's all. Like even our women's shelter, we don't advertise where our women's shelter is.
Okay,
we don't tell people this is the address to our women's shelter. We have a 3rd floor on Gallatin Avenue that is specifically, for people for women and children. It's a little bit. It's 24/7 surveillance. You need certain keys to get in. It's a little bit safer for those kinds of kinds of situations. Yes.
Again, you guys, City Mission Living Stones, congratulations, you guys, for the 21st 5K.
Thank you.
Bill, he's going to make it next year.
Sure, no problem.
I already told Brian, no excuse, I'll come in Saturday, work for you.
Okay.
So you can do
well,
the
that
walk.
would be interesting.
Yes, I
you
can
could walk.
By the way, do you have to be a client in the shelter to receive services from City Mission? Do you have some off-site services?
No, I'm going to have her talk about
that. The majority of my clients do come from outside. We get clients in from a hospital, from jail, from just, like I said, living in their cars. I also get a lot of clients in from the shelter. But they don't necessarily have to be in the shelter to actually get services through my program.
Again, if they want more information, the website is?
Yes, www.citymissionfayette.org.
And you can go to their website, see what they need for donation, and then you can go and do that. Whether if you're not sending it and you're delivering it, it's 155 North Gallatin Avenue. And make sure if you are going there, you can't pull up in the front. You have to go around, and it's like the alley to get back there. So
this time of year, you're looking for school supplies and things like that.
Or coats.
Usually we do start looking for things like coats and stuff like that. But like I said, a lot of
where's
times
that
it's
place
just
at the
basic
mall?
needs.
Where's that
It's called
place?
Closet of Hope, and it's
Okay.
at the Uniontown Mall. So you can donate there. But a lot of times, if you just watch our Facebook page, if we have a specific need, we'll say, right now we really need this. That's the best way that you can help us, because a lot of people are very well-meaning and think that they're helping, and it just becomes more of a burden to the staff and even to the clients when we're trying to just take care of them.
Sure.
So if they could just, wait and see what we're asking, what the specific need is, that is the most helpful thing that you can do.
Other than sending a check.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Do you guys have like a link to like a PayPal or a Venmo?
Yes. So
great.
You can give through our PayPal. We've been really expanding our online giving so that it's really easy. Yes, it has really helped, because people, even at our 5K, we never had the ability to do online giving at the 5K. People were like having cash, and we started doing that. So,
well, our guests have been Mary Sampe and Adrian Wilson from a City Mission. Can't do this enough. The website is
www.citymissionfayette.org.
And you can go there and get more information. Also make monetary donations and find out what they need. And we'll look forward to seeing you again really in the future and update on how things are going.
Thank you for
especially as we get towards the holidays. This is your local station, WMBS Uniontown.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Christopher Cruz. Summer, we hardly knew you. The Labor Day travel rush has begun. Good news, though, if you're flying, you might spend less time in the security line. CBS's Nicole Valdez is in Nashville.
There are options for now families and military members that can really bypass the wait for your standard traffic there through security. But even if you're going through standard TSA, the good news is you get to keep your shoes on now, which makes things move a lot faster.
This will be a somber holiday weekend for people in Minneapolis, where a man shot and killed 2 children in a Catholic church Wednesday. CBS's Lana Zach is at a growing memorial.
We understand that there are still at least 8 people who remain in the hospitals, 1 in critical condition. And as we're learning more about their stories of survival, we continue to hear how much this community is turning out and hoping for their welfare, and that more of them will be released to their families.
More than a dozen children were wounded when the shooter fired 116 rounds through the church's stained glass windows. Texas now has new congressional maps that could result in 5 additional Republicans going to the U.S. House. The governor today signed the bill that creates the maps, which Texas Democrats call racist gerrymandering.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott took to social media with the inevitable announcement.
Texas is now more red in the United States Congress.
President Trump has said the Republicans are entitled to these 5 congressional seats. State House Democrats fled Texas to temporarily block a vote on it. State Rep Trey Martinez Fisher with a message to his Republican colleagues.
Don't delete your emails. Don't delete your text messages, because that's where we're going to go next. You may win today, but we will have our opportunity in federal court.
2 lawsuits have already been filed against the maps. Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
President Trump has canceled Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection. CBS's Michael Wallace has that.
The former vice president's detail will leave her Monday. The Secret Service usually protects a former VP for 6 months after they've left office. Had President Biden not extended Harris's protection, it would have expired last month. The cancellation comes as Harris is about to start a nationwide tour promoting her new book about her presidential campaign.
All signs point to a Federal Reserve rate cut next month, says CBS's Jason Brooks.
The Fed's favorite inflation gauge rose in line with market estimates, with the July Personal Consumption Expenditures Index up 2.6% from a year earlier, with the core rate factoring out food and gas prices up 2.9%, rising slightly from the previous month as services inflation has remained warm.
Less than 2 hours before the close of the trading week on Wall Street, the Dow is down 0.25%. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Point Hill Living Care Home is an all-new personal care home conveniently located in Point Marion and is now accepting new residents. Point Hill Living is committed to providing comfort and support while allowing residents to maintain their independence and enhance their quality of life. With a dedicated staff and experienced advanced care team, Point Hill Living offers fully customized care plans for all residents, while also ensuring a sense of community and engagement, making Point Hill feel like home. Multiple care levels are available, from basic plans to fully customized and enhanced plans, including options for medical monitoring and full-time dedicated assistance. If you are looking for a high-quality care home close to home, look no further than Point Hill Living Care Home at 300 Union Street in Point Marion. Call them today at 724-725-5533 to learn more, or visit them at pointhillliving.com. Point Hill Living Care Home, where our residents are family.
It was a rough, tear-filled night for a big star at the U.S. Open.
Coco Gauff's serve problems persist.
Oh, wow. Missed that second serve by a mile. This is, quite frankly, tough to watch at this point.
And on ESPN, she teared up and buried her head in a towel during a changeover break.
He's shaking there.
You hate to see that.
Hate to see that, yeah.
So much stress, so much anxiety.
But Gauff managed to win in straight sets over Donna Vekic, who had trouble with her own serve. Gauff shed tears afterward, thanking the fans.
I'm doing this for myself, but I'm also doing it for you, and no matter how tough it gets inside, you can do it.
Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Finland's Air Force is removing swastikas from its flags, partly due to the awkwardness it creates with Western allies. The swastika is an ancient symbol that was adopted by Finland's Air Force in 1918, long before the birth of the Nazis. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
The award-winning local district and statewide news is being brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, a leading provider of preventative and rehabilitative services to promote physical wellness for patients of all ages and abilities. In your neighborhood with new state-of-the-art facilities on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare. And now to the news. Good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's partly sunny and 67 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured, call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather follow the news. California Area High School in Washington County was the target of a shooting threat that the school district officials say was not credible today. The high school office got a call around 11:30 this morning with a young woman's voice saying they needed $2,000 in a red container or they'd be shooting up the school and killing themselves. Both school buildings were secured and 911 was called, with additional police arriving shortly after. California police say the threat was not credible and will provide additional presence at the schools until dismissal. District officials say charges will be filed against the caller. Parents and guardians can pick up their child, but they can't enter the campus and must show ID at the top of the hill. The children will then be secured and brought to them. After school clubs and Beyond the Bell are canceled for today. A private contractor who was hired to fix a sewage line prior to a collapse that trapped a worker did not obtain necessary permits for the project, according to PennDOT and the Charleroi borough manager. This comes after a worker with the contractor was trapped for 5 hours after a trench collapsed Thursday evening on McKean Avenue and continued overnight into early Friday morning when the man was rescued with possibly a broken ankle. Borough manager Joe Manning said the private contractor did not file a permit for the sidewalk, which was required. Manning said they are working to figure out the next steps in the process. OSHA will investigate the incident. The suspect in the arson at the Pennsylvania's governor's residence earlier this year is waiving his preliminary hearing. Cody Balmer faces charges including attempted homicide for the fire at the home in Harrisburg this past April. Authorities said that Balmer set the fire while Governor Josh Shapiro and his family were sleeping inside. The court is yet to comment on why the hearing was waived. The cost of a Labor Day barbecue is going up in cities across the U.S. Here's Michael Kastner with more.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics says grocery prices are up over 2% from this time last year on average. The cost of a barbecue will vary depending on where you live. A recent analysis of barbecue ingredients shows New York City, Spokane, Washington, and Atlanta, Georgia had the highest increase in costs. The cost of living index shows that even in cities where the total barbecue cost fell from a year ago, the price of steak, lettuce, and cooking oil have still shown notable increases. I'm Michael Kastner.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather are next.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
In sports, tonight's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS as Ambridge visits Laurel Highlands. The Sprouse Insurance Group pregame is at 6. Game kicks off at 7. It'll be on the radio as well as video on the WMBS Facebook page. And following the game is the Trib Live scoreboard show. Pirates will visit the Boston Red Sox tonight. Paul Skeens will be on the mound for the Bucks, who are 59-76. The first pitch will be at 7:10. Partly cloudy for the rest of the afternoon, 70 for the high. Partly cloudy down to 47 tonight. Sunny tomorrow, 72. Partly cloudy Sunday, 77. And mostly sunny on Monday for Labor Day with a high of 79. Right now, it's partly sunny and 67 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 2:10 on this Friday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, hour 2 of Hot Topics with Kendall and Bill on WMBS. The award-winning local district and statewide news has been brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, now offering telehealth and home-based care as well. Located on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown, call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090 or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Need a shed? Then get to Ultimate Structures of Bell Vernon, Tuesday, September 2nd through Saturday, September 6th for their Love Your Backyard Labor Day sale. Ultimate Structures is offering 10% off new sheds, plus $250 in free options and 10% off all stock sheds. And you could save an additional 4% when you pay in cash. Check out the large selection of sheds and get the one that matches your needs at Ultimate Structures of Bell Vernon, Route 51 southbound, just outside Perryopolis. Questions? Call Ron Romeo at Ultimate Structures at 724-415-0020. Ultimate Structures of Bell Vernon. They design what you desire. Disclaimer: at participating JDM Structures locations only. Excludes custom orders, built on-site displays, and double-wide displays. Not combinable with other orders or discounts. All red tag items are sold as is. No warranty, not combinable. Offer expires September 6, 2025.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. Are you interested in earning your degree online or finishing your degree? Take your career to the next level at Salem University. Salem University offers more than 50 online degrees and certificate programs. Learn how you can advance your career with degrees in nursing, business, education, criminal justice, and IT. Salem has 4-week classes starting once a month. Contact Salem University by dialing 844-462-9128, option 1, or visit salemu.edu to see if you are eligible for our partnerships offering tuition scholarships.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Your local station, WMBS. Hot Topics, Kendall, Bill, and Paul, who's here for hour number 2. And we have a whole slew of sponsors to mention, to say thank you to.
Tire Man's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Law Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks and Buzz Drug Store, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Gary's Auto Sales, and Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping. 724-438-4593. We are open conversation.
Yep.
We are live streaming on our WMBS Facebook page. So
Big weekend in sports on WMBS. High school football. C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night has Ambridge here at town at Laurel Highlands. Sprowls Insurance Group pregame show will kick things off at 6. Then the game's at 7. Trib Live scoreboard show after the game. Then tomorrow, college football is back. Pitt will host Duquesne, the first time they've played in like 152 years or something like that.
the two teams.
There's a topic for you.
Yeah, I think it's 96. Literally, it is, I think, 96 years or something like that.
That'll be a close
West
one.
96 tiers, question mark in the Mysterians. Anyway.
The Mountaineers are welcoming back Coach Rich
Right?
Rodriguez.
Rich Rodriguez is back.
They play Robert Morris, I think, but I'm sure the crowd
Yes,
is really
they
going to
do.
be there for.
Well, for
Rich.
WVU, yeah. And then, so we have college football tomorrow, high school football tonight, baseball tomorrow, and Sunday. So,
A lot of people are going to be hungover on Sunday, Bill.
yeah, I would think so. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say the Super Bowl, but, it's going to be a big
No,
weekend.
but then how many? What is it? 2 weeks from now, the Pitt WVU game,
Yeah, the backyard brawl.
the backyard.
I think I saw the first game for the week. I mean, other teams. I think Alabama's playing Tennessee first week. Right?
Oh.
I mean, I think so. I think that's what I saw. But there are actual schools that are playing real
Yeah,
teams.
no powder puffs on some of
Right,
these
and that's
games.
what gets me is like Pitt and Penn State and West Virginia. Penn State, we can't play Pitt. Yes, you could.
Why can't they?
Because they want to play Nevada and they want to play these powder puff teams that you get an easy win with.
Oh.
And builds up your record, and then you can say we were 8 and whatever or 9 and whatever.
We're bowl eligible.
Right.
We beat 4
And they get them to
D2
come with
teams.
these deals where they sort of pay them to come to Beaver Stadium and get beat. We'll pay you to come.
They do that?
Oh, they make 6 figures.
Yeah, they make big money on these games because they know they're going to win and they know they're not going to mess up the schedule.
Yeah.
So Pitt could, my point is Penn State could be playing Pitt tomorrow instead of each of them playing, or West Virginia could be playing Pitt tomorrow instead of them playing who they're playing.
Well, what an opener if West Virginia played Pitt on the first. That's like when Uniontown plays LA. Which, good luck to our local sports teams and everybody attending. Be safe, getting to and from.
So, and enjoy the games. Stay in the stands. Don't. Just relax and enjoy the game. And remember, it's just football.
It's just a game.
It's just a game. On my notes here, one of my notes, I think it's saying Katrina Zoth. And I'm going, who is Katrina Zoth? And I realized Katrina 20th
Yeah. Which I thought it was in. I don't know why I thought Katrina happened in October, but
well, it
20
was
years.
still going on. The aftermath was still
I
going
know
on.
it was still going on, but I thought the storm hit in the fall.
Yeah.
But what a
Yeah.
something else.
Doing a heck of a job there, Brownie. That may be the one quote and that everybody remembers from that because FEMA did such a good job. You know, and then they parked all those FEMA trailers that never got used. And
Wasn't a lot of that though initially because the governor didn't immediately declare a state of emergency?
That and
but
the,
then everyone was
the
mad at-
mayor, yeah,
Yeah.
who later got indicted for corruption.
Because of Katrina?
No, he was
Something
just-
else.
He was just corrupt.
In Louisiana? No.
No, that never happens. Huey Long. 724-438-4593.
Let's see if Kendall knows Huey Long's nickname.
I don't know Huey
Oh, I
Long.
didn't.
Do you?
Who is it, Bill?
Starts with a K.
This is how this is.
Kingfish. There you go.
You guys are witnessing. This is how they're going to start pushing me out. I mean, it's like you're witnessing. It's real time,
Right.
little by little. You know, it's like, do you know what that is, Kendall? But then like Bill's like, yeah, and you're like, yeah, and I'm just like here, which is okay. I don't mind taking a break sometimes.
Actually, one of Randy Newman's best albums is Good Old Boys, and it has a couple of songs about Louisiana and about Huey Long. So, anyway, and by the way, the movie All the King's Men is about Huey Long. In thinly disguised Huey Long. 724-438-4593. Guess we can't escape without talking about the shooting in Minnesota. Once again, this one, boy, I tell you, just people are going, you know, what's his motive? What's his motive?
To kill people.
He hated everybody.
He hated himself.
Yeah.
He hated himself.
Because he hated the fact that he had switched genders and he regretted it.
He regretted it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How do we know this?
Because it's in his manifestos.
So he wished he wouldn't have done that?
Right.
Well, really?
Yeah. You know, well, that's kind of been buried, and
His name is. He was Robert, then Robin.
Yeah.
And honestly, I knew before I knew who the shooter was. I didn't just reinvent criminal profiling, but I knew that in my mind the age. I thought early 20s, and I did think it was going to be something related to. What it was related to because of the fact that it was a Catholic school, and
he
you know,
had an anti-Catholic bias.
But he was a former student, and I believe his mom worked there and retired in 2021. Have we heard from the parents?
No, as a matter of fact, the mom is not cooperating with the police.
Get out.
Yeah.
Do you think now? Did she know about when? Do we know about when this transition took place?
Oh yeah, she approved it.
So he was a minor.
Yeah, or
would it have to
at
be a
least she
minor?
knew about it, yeah.
Okay. He died by suicide. When it says, you know, what is this investigation into it's a potential hate crime? Duh. You know, again, who cares what they're calling this kind of crime? It's a crime. It was murder. 2 children died. I think 18 others were wounded. 3 adults, and you know they're saying that a lot of what prevented even more casualties is the buddy system. I mean, these kids were clearly
they protected each other.
Yeah, but here's the sad part.
Yeah.
Thank God. But the sad part is that they were even like, remember in elementary school when you had to go down to the basement to do a tornado drill or a severe weather drill, and then you know you put your hands over your thing, and I mean they're having active shooter drills now.
Yeah,
and this wasn't a security breach in the sense that, you know, he didn't walk right into the school.
No, but he stood outside though, and he knew it was a soft target. So. I also want to give credit to the anti-gun lunatics because they waited a whole day
Okay.
to start saying we got to take away your guns. And this mayor, this mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Fry, he stood up there a day later and he went down a list of all the things they have to do. Take away the magazines. Take away the assault weapons, and all this stuff.
And do you think he really believes that Robert wasn't going to get a hold of that?
Oh, he got it legally. Yeah.
The question always philosophically for me is, and you're right, Bill, it's the knee-jerk reaction. You know, we got to do something about this. Take the guns away. That's the only solution. That's the only thing you really can propose, right? Is what kind of human beings are being raised these days, if they're even being raised at all. And I'll go back in my history, and Kendall probably doesn't remember this person, Reverend Howard Dantzler. He taught sociology at Penn State Fayette campus, and he was a minister in Uniontown, a very instructor that I looked up to, and he was a real down-to-earth guy and a real bright guy. And I talked to him for several stories when I was at the Herald Standard. And it was around the 80s or the 90s. And he told me a story. He was living in Uniontown at the time. And he said, like, these kids today, like, they're getting too wild and crazy. Like, I plant a garden in my backyard, he told me, and the kids were cutting through the yard and stomping through the garden.
And this was in the 90s.
Yeah, and they're teenagers, you know. And he says, and I hollered at them, like, hey, don't come through my garden and tear things up. And he said, my sons told me, Dad, don't talk to those kids that way. Well, he said, why? They're just kids. He said, they carry guns. You know, and he said, Paul, you know, the problem that we have in society, the way that he saw it coming, was that, you know, people don't fear for their soul anymore.
I know.
They don't have any sort of upbringing. And he told me this, and it came true. I mean, it got worse.
Yep.
So if you're that type of person, you can be pissed off at the world. Sorry, I used that word. But you know, what kind of a person, if they're mad about themselves or mad at the world or mad that they lost their job, would go kill little kids in a school? I mean, something is seriously wrong. Seriously wrong.
Yes, it's like it's the default reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's a pretty evil thing to do.
And how desensitized we really are to it. This will be old news next week.
Yeah, next week it'll be what happened where?
Yep.
724-438-4593. Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking to Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, I was interested in this Robert or Robin Westman. I was kind of interested in his background, so I kind of went on the internet and searched. I got a little bit of information. I'm not sure quite if it's correct, but I'll let you know what it said about him.
Yeah.
I was particularly interested about, you know, I guess he graduated, the 8th grade there from that Catholic school, and I was kind of interested, you know, did he go on, you know, after, what kind of education he had, because, you know, basically when you go to a Catholic school, it costs a good bit of money. Yeah. You're being primed for college when you go to a Catholic school. But it says something about he went to some kind of leadership academy, and then he went to some kind of Catholic military school, and then it sounded like he finished in a public school. And then after that, I guess there was no college, and he basically couldn't even hold a job or anything like that. That's what it said about him.
Well, in his manifesto, he says that he doesn't expect forgiveness. He apologizes for the effects of his actions will have on your lives. I was corrupted by this world and have learned to hate what life is. I am not well. I am not right. I am a sad person, haunted by these thoughts that do not go away. And he said,
I think call that part of the nihilists. They just want to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he said he's severely depressed and has been suicidal for years.
Yeah.
And only recently has he lost all hope and decided to perform his final action against this world.
Well, that's what the folks, those two kids in Columbine, kind of said the same thing.
But then go jump off the bridge. You know, why you got to go kill some kids first?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole idiocy to me.
Well, they want to go out. But a lot of times they want to be famous before they go out.
Yeah.
And that is, again, and as I said, it's kind of become the default thing. I hate the world, so I'm not going out by myself.
Yeah, you know, I guess before, you know, back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, you never heard anything like this.
No.
Well,
No.
He wrote that he was tired of being trans and regretted transitioning and felt, which is so sad, felt disillusioned with how they appeared and internally perceived themselves. Honestly, look, I'm not being sarcastic. That is so sad.
You know, such a mixed up mind. You can't understand this person.
Well, I think that's the whole thing. They couldn't understand themselves, except for the fact that they felt tortured in their mind and their heart, and they unleashed hell on a bunch of innocent people. And yes, 2 very precious lives were lost, but those other little kids will never be the same.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're talking therapy for you. Hey, Mark, thanks a lot for the call.
Take care.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Yeah, and then that same mayor I was talking about going, these thoughts and prayers won't do the trick. Well, yeah, but don't stop praying.
And actually, that's the foundation of what those children are being educated.
They were praying at the time. So
what will then, in the mayor's view, right?
Oh, taking away the guns.
Taking away the guns, and that's a fallacy because we've tried to take away drugs for how long?
Yeah.
And does that really work?
Yeah, let's go back to 1920 and see how well taking away alcohol worked out. Right. Yeah, and the thing is, this guy goes on, he gives a speech where he does the laundry list. Then he does the rounds of interviews on all the news channels and gets the same laundry list. Just says the same thing over and over again. Doesn't answer the questions.
Mm-hmm.
But,
it's such pandering.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even call it virtue signaling. I think it's just they have an agenda, and they're going to use whatever they can to do it. 724-438-4593. Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, this is Mark from Connellsville, formerly known as...
Yeah. The news seems to be, with all these things happening, it seems to be repeating and the same type of, things that you don't even want to listen to the radio. It's like sad, but I don't think the kids listen to the radio to even hear. I don't know. But I think one thing would help if the parents would spend a lot more time with their kids growing up. That would be a better world introduction for the kids to go to school with other kids that their parents, what did you do in the week? We went fishing up in the mountains. We went camping down in Maryland or whatever. It's just, you don't hear that kind of stuff anymore. It's and I was going to say, I have a hard time just dealing with listening to these events that are occurring. And of course, I happened to have a scanner on 2 days ago. Around 1 o'clock, a call came in, hit and run pedestrian up
that
on
was so sad.
And I had the scanner on. And of course, later on, it was revealed that a guy thought he might have hit a deer, and he saw the ambulance going up the road, and he went up the road, and then I don't know if he thought, I don't know what he thought, but he was heading back to Morgantown, and they got him, but if you think you hit a deer or anything, you should stop. Whatever you think you heard or
if I hit a deer, I'm not stopping, actually.
Well, actually, sometimes when you hit a deer, you do stop, but that's because your car's been disabled.
I'm saying if I can still keep driving, what am I going to do? Get out and pet the deer as it's taking its last breath?
At least turn around right away.
Was this daytime?
I've already had deer that jumped off the hillside and landed in the back of my truck.
Okay, so it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Yeah. Kendall says it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you're going down the road and you hit something and you can't tell if it's a person or a deer. Come on.
Yeah.
But it was probably maybe before I guess it was a little girl. I don't know the name.
No, it was a 70-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Also, he stated to the police, according to them, that he went to the Shop and Save, and then I think he started thinking about things and saw an ambulance, and so he went back that way. And when it does, just in fairness, when it says he led them on a chase, it was a high-speed chase or something, he pulled over near Pringle Lane. It's not far at all from where this happened. So it wasn't like he took him on a wild goose chase all the way down to 68.
I guess he was an elderly man.
He's 74.
70. Yeah. And that, that's, I don't feel like he would have wanted it to happen that way. But it just happened.
He shouldn't have run. I mean, that's just going to be the biggest thorn in his
and
side.
Like, I'm sure the man is shaking. He could get 10 years. It depends.
It's sad because, look, that woman lost her life, and this man is likely now his life is completely forever changed, especially he is of a particular age, and I just think, I really think to myself, what would I do? Would I need to take 5 minutes and think oh my gosh, what do I you don't know what you're going to do in a situation. I'm not saying that it's okay that he didn't stop. I don't know. You just, we aren't there. We weren't in his mind. And I pray to God I never hit anyone with my vehicle.
I don't know the story, but did the person walk out in front of him, or was it on the road, or?
It was a pedestrian accident.
Pedestrian, yeah.
Hey, Mark, thanks a lot for the call. We have a great weekend.
Take care, Mark. We got to move on to a break.
God bless. Say a prayer for the pedestrian there, and we hope that things like this diminish, and maybe, who knows, if...
All right, well, Mark, take it easy. We'll talk to you.
We'll talk to you soon, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
God bless. Bye-bye.
724-438-4593. This is Hot Topic.
Megan Schondelmeyer, a certified registered family nurse practitioner, has joined the medical staff at Centerville Clinics and is accepting new patients at Uniontown Family Doctors, part of the Centerville Clinics network. To make an appointment, call 724-632-6801. For more information on Megan Schondelmeyer or the programs at Centerville Clinics, visit centervilleclinics.com. Centerville Clinics, founded in 1955 and celebrating 70 years of service with total health care for the entire community.
Don't fall behind on your home improvement projects. First Federal of Greene County's home improvement loans can help. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bathroom? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal offers FHA Title I home improvement loans, home equity loans, construction loans, and owner-builder loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling are the ones to call when you need a dumpster. Red Rooster offers fast, friendly service and provides medium-sized dumpsters that will fit your needs, whether it's a general remodeling project, emptying a house, or doing a summer or fall cleanout. Just call Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling at 724-569-0337 for rates and availability. Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling in Smithfield also offers a 5% military discount. Call 724-569-0337 and look for the Red Rooster.
Yeah, they're the people I trust. It's the place I go. Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
This is home improvement season. Home Warehouse in Uniontown is your one-stop shop for all your exterior building needs. It's the place that makes a house a happy home. Looking to add a deck? Home Warehouse carries composite decking materials and maintenance-free railing in a variety of styles. Plus, roofing shingles, metal and commercial rubber roofing, windows and doors, shutters, siding, soffit and fascia, railing, columns, 5 and 6-inch seamless gutters, plus flooring and more. Whatever building products you need, you'll be pleased with the selection and hometown service. So stop in and see Sandy and Donnie at Home Warehouse, Connellsville Street in Uniontown. Shop Monday through Friday 8 to 4:30, Saturday 8 to noon, closed Sunday and holidays.
Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Having Hickson Boss Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hickson Boss. Call 724-437-2828. Hickson Boss Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Your local station, WMBS. Hot Topics, Kendall, Bill, and Paul, or Kendall, Paul, and Bill. I mean, yeah, billing doesn't really matter to me.
It's the
all
three
that
of
much.
us.
It's the three of us. Anyway, hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
This is a Pawpaw lady.
Hello, Pawpaw lady.
Okay, I want to speak on something I heard on your station maybe 2 days ago, but I wasn't able to get on until now.
Right.
Apparently, some inhuman, let's refer to her as, murdered a dog with a blowtorch recently nearby here, and she got all of 3 to 23 months in jail. My opinion, that is way too soft, and I hope all the ladies that are in the jail with her know her name, know who she is, and makes it difficult for her to stay those 3 months.
Yeah, well, and...
Did you know who this person, did you know this person personally?
No, I did not know this person personally, because if I did, the dog would probably not be where it is, and she may not be where she is.
Yeah, not only that, but it was not just one time. It apparently was...
Oh, wait, this was a news story?
Yeah, this was a news story. I don't have it with me, but this was a news story, and it was prolonged torture.
What?
Yeah, and she done it for...
How old was
a
this
long
person?
period. That I don't remember. Paula, do
I
you
don't
remember?
remember either. She was not too old. I mean,
What
she wasn't
on
an
earth?
old lady, but she wasn't a young girl.
And did the dog died?
Anybody that hurts little children or animals, they are inhuman, and they need more consequences than 3 to 23 months in jail.
All right, Paula lady, anything else on your mind today?
No, that's it. I just want, maybe some of them ladies in the jail hear me calling in.
Well, they can listen to WMBS because Mark from Grindstone bought a radio in commissary and listened to us when he was in there.
Hey, thanks a lot, Paula lady. Have a great weekend.
All righty, y'all have a good day.
You bet. And by the way, she has a good point, because when it comes to prison, my understanding is that people that hurt children are like the lowest of the low, but hurting animals are down close to there too. So they will. She probably won't do well in prison.
Do you recall from the story if when you said it was prolonged, do you know if it was this multiple pets or the same dog?
I think it's the same dog.
What the heck?
Yeah, I know.
What is wrong with...
If I'm wrong, by the way, give us a call.
I bet you that was not the first time she ever abused an animal.
438-4593. No. That might have been the first time she got caught.
Yeah, you don't just start blowtorching your dog.
No. Anyway, so...
Last week we talked about... Do you want to say something, Bill?
No, you're not going to bring up Cracker Barrel, are you?
I'm not even commenting.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Well, that's...
They did. You want to go ahead?
Well, they backed off, and I have a feeling, there's the black helicopter guy in me that says it was all prearranged. Like, there are people who believe that New Coke did New Coke to get all the publicity about how people hated the New Coke.
I don't...
And same thing, you could argue that Cracker Barrel did this because what did they get? $1 zillion worth of free publicity.
Okay, so last week we talked about, I think it was last week, it was the National Guard and the presence that they have right now in Washington, D.C. And, some people were not happy with that. They didn't want to see the Guard there. But the reports are showing, specifically from a CBS News analysis, that violent crime dropped almost 50% compared to the same 19 days in 2024. And this is in August. This is from August 2025, people. Burglaries fell by 48%, car thefts by 36%. Then we have the New York Post reports short-term trends. Violent crime down 45%. Carjackings, this says 87%. Robberies, this is over 3 weeks. Robberies 42 down. Assault with a weapon down 13. And property crimes down 10. Now, somebody, 724-438-4593, entertain us by calling in and arguing that they shouldn't still be there.
Well, and now there are those who are going to say, well, crime was dropping anyway.
Now it's dropped even more.
Yeah, and as I said last week, when you have the highest crime rate in the country, which D.C. does not have, but if it drops, if it drops by 10%, it's still pretty darn high.
Yeah.
724-438-4593. Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
Good afternoon, Kendall, Bill, and I don't know the other gentleman's name. I'm sorry.
That's Paul. You got to remember his name. He's been on here many times now.
Because he remembers your name.
This is Bill from
Okay. How you doing, Paul? Sorry about
Good,
that.
man. Okay.
I'm just calling about you're talking about the people, the dogs. What in the world are these people thinking?
They're sick in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's putting it mildly. I'm not going to say that the word I'd like to say, but on the radio.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't need to get fined.
Yeah.
No. I respect you guys.
But we agree.
I respect you. But yeah, that's so unhuman. And then you see these people who are like for example, going to school, shooting up schools. There's an incident going on in my area as I speak at a school. And where are these people coming from? What is their mindset? I don't know how to answer the question as to why they are doing this.
I think he answered the question for us, though, in his manifesto.
Yeah. Well, how about these people that are swatting all these colleges?
Mm-hmm.
Calling in fake bomb scares on the first day of college or the first day of school. And so they have, what do you achieve by that?
Well, you're an idiot. That's what you achieve. Yeah. You're an idiot. That's putting it mildly.
I think that, just 1 second, I think that the question is somebody's raising these kids or not raising these kids, depending on how you look at it, right? I mean, you have societal standards, and and Bill and I are kids from the 70s, right, Bill? And we didn't have this craziness.
A little earlier than that.
A little earlier than that, but the 60s and the 70s are supposed to be this time of all this great upheaval and societal change, but we didn't have this kind of craziness.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day, people. It's
it's not a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence at all, and I think that someone is dropping the ball here in terms of the type of human beings that are being raised or how they're being inculcated, to borrow one of Howard Danster, my sociology professor's terms. I mean, you have a responsibility, I think, to tell people what's right and what's wrong. And I think we have a society now where the old saying that was, do your own thing, right? You got everybody wants to do their own thing.
Do it.
Yeah, and it's just not good for society as a whole.
Well, not only that, but back when I was growing up, like you guys, it was a whole new world. You didn't talk back to your parents, or you'd be flying across the room.
Yeah.
And you didn't do those things. You didn't have guns in school. You didn't have. You played games out. We pick up a game of kick the can or wiffle ball or not soccer, but kickball. We used 3 corners as bases. We did that as a group of kids every day. Our parents knew where we were at the whole time we were away. We was fishing along the river, or we was here, we was there. But every one of our parents knew, and we knew that at a certain time of night, like maybe when the street lights come on, your butt better be home and ready to go to bed, go to school next morning.
Yeah.
And
it's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
It is absolutely not a coincidence why things are so different today. And I would sound, for someone from my generation, a woman from my generation, definitely a man from my generation, could never say out loud what I think changed and this all started. And I think that
Hey, Bill.
But women are now having to work full time, just like the moms and dads are both out of the house. They have to work. You can't. It's hard to survive on one.
It is. And you know what? One more quick thing, Bill. I know you got. You know how they have timelines of events that happen through the years. I would love to see a timeline of the behavior of kids back from the '60s to today, and I bet you that song gun would be full of a lot of garbage. Let's put it that way. A lot of garbage.
Look,
okay, you guys have a
Thanks
great
so
weekend.
much,
Nice
Bill,
talking
from
to you.
Valley.
And okay, bye now.
We'll talk to you soon.
724-438-4590. By the way, I did have guns in my school. The kids that went hunting would have a gun rack in their pickup truck.
In the schools, I was at Durham and
Yes.
walked in.
You probably had a lot of guns.
Walked in, no guns, but stabbing for sure. But when I was a kid, but
no, you don't. You mean You didn't have people bringing in guns for the hunting?
None that I saw in the school.
Oh,
no.
but definitely on property.
No, but
Yeah,
but,
we had rifle teams.
I walked in one time to homeroom, 10th grade, and one kid had started a fight with the teacher, and the teacher took his head down the desk and knocked all the books off, took him to the principal's office. He was never seen in school again.
No.
And that's what happened if you assaulted a teacher at Durham Township High School.
Today.
And now, well, we have to put
We
him
have
back
to
into
counsel
school.
him.
Have to counsel him, whatever. He was gone, never to be seen again. And that's the way it was, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, I had teachers.
And then the
that
message is sent,
Yeah.
that you don't do this stuff or you're gone.
Maybe we do need to start paddling in school again.
724-438-4593. Come
Hi.
right at us.
Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, it's Skipper.
Skipper.
Hey, I hear you guys got that Paul the reporter guy there causing chaos in Fayette County again. I hear him on there.
His people need him.
You don't know what chaos is, pal.
Maybe we should give him a job in D.C. or something and get him away from
No,
here.
there's enough chaos in D.C. already.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harrisburg. That's where I meant. I said DC.
What's up, Skipper?
Maybe we can move him on up to Harrisburg. Well, whenever you was talking about those statistics of D.C., whenever Obama was in there, and I came up with this idea, I don't know why, but I thought, his home city, what was it, Detroit or Chicago?
Chicago.
I said it's the worst place for gun violence. That guy, I would give all of our tax money. Let him take it. Go there, straighten that town up. If it's the worst one in the nation, I don't like people spending my tax money on only the way I like it, but give him all the money he wants. Let him go in there and straighten up his own hometown.
Why are we talking about Obama now?
Well,
okay, because what I'm trying to say is you talked about statistics of what happens now of Trump in D.C., how it's working out. This guy did nothing then, and he could have, and my thought back then, and I said it on this radio station back whenever he was in there, why didn't this guy go and straighten up his own town? Take our money and go there and make it a model city, and guess what? Now here Donald Trump's doing it, and it's working.
Hey, listen, however it's being done, as long as it's within the law, we're glad to see crime rates because behind every crime is a victim.
Yeah, ICE taking all these people out are going to contribute to the more low crime. Attacking the streets where the drug dealers don't fear nobody. We need to really look at that real hard, and he's doing that, so I'm very grateful. But I was just mentioning that because I wish Obama would have did something whenever he was in there with his hometown started then. By now, we might have had a lot more cities straightened up. So that's just my little comment. Good conversation with you guys. Thank you.
Take good care. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
724-438-4593. Hot Topics with Kendall and Bill and Paul. And we're down to the last few minutes, and we'll wrap things up. But
Real quick, you talked about the guns earlier, and now they're talking about Chicago. One of my favorite things to do is when there's a shooting in Pittsburgh, and you read the story, or a lot of other places too, and it will say that this person was also charged with gun charges, which is you weren't allowed to have a gun due to a prior conviction.
Right.
Okay, but you still had one. Right. But nobody focuses on those folks, right? They want to take your gun away, my gun away, other people's guns away, blanket thing. But why don't you make it so that if you are not allowed to have a gun due to a prior conviction, or you don't have a permit to carry it, and you commit a crime with a gun, then you get the stiff penalty.
Right.
That's who should pay the price, the people who are consistently, habitually breaking the law and getting chance after chance after chance.
Yeah,
nobody goes after them first. They won't stand up in Pittsburgh and say, well, this got to stop. We got to send a message to these guys.
Plus, when you do these things like the banning the assault, I mean, all it's doing is taking the guns away from the people who could get them legally. Because I guarantee you that Tony Soprano and his family did not go through the gun registration process. So 724-438-4593. We'll wrap it up after that.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more. Because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles?
Many smiles.
Step back in time to 1794 as Friendship Hill Association celebrates Whiskey Rebellion Festival Weekend, August 30th and 31st. Tucked away on Route 166 in New Geneva and a National Historic Site, Whiskey Rebellion Festival at Friendship Hill is a weekend of local history and fun with Ron Duquette as Albert Gallatin and Brady Kreitzer, author of A Distilled History of the Whiskey Rebellion, plus craft vendors, fife and drum corps, children's games, pumpkin races, the barbecue buggy, and more. To learn more, visit Friendship Hill Association's Facebook page.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
If you've driven by Tireman's Auto Garage, you've probably seen all the 2, 4, and 6-seater golf carts. Well, they're available for sale and financing is available. Interested in running a golf cart? See Joe and Kim at Tireman's Auto Garage about daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. Tireman's Auto Garage, voted best in Fayette for tires and the best prices in town for tires with CIMA and Snap Leasing available. Mill Street, phone 724-425-9606 for Tireman's Auto Garage on Mill Street in Uniontown.
Long live the king! Return to the magic and mystique of the Renaissance. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival is back. 6 magical weekends through September 28th. It's entertainment, it's fantasy.
It's an adventure to the past.
Filled with royalty, pageantry, jugglers, and musicians. Comedy, games, fine arts, and crafts. Eat, drink, and be merry at the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. Discount tickets available at pittsburghrenfest.com.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
WMBS. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey.
Yeah, we're down to the last few minutes, and we have managed not to talk about the biggest story of the week. Travis Taylor.
Don't care. Okay, listen. I want to say, I just opened this, and there's a local young man. His name is Spencer, and he's trying to become the Youth Athlete of the Year. You can go vote for Spencer. It says he's currently in first place, but there's 6 days left to vote, and you can go to athleteoftheyear.org and vote for Spencer. And yeah, that's really nice. So congratulations and good luck to Spencer. And yeah, his mom Miranda sent me the text, and so I didn't know that I thought it was like something else. So I'm glad that I had the chance to mention it for a second.
Is there where can you get the information on?
Athleteoftheyear.org.
Okay. So Travis Kelce.
I thought we were going to talk about it.
No, you just said you don't care.
Oh, okay.
Travis Kelce jersey sales are up 200%.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Why?
It's just
you don't think they're really in love?
It's marketing. It's making more
That's
money.
not. Do you think they're really in love?
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's hard to tell. Unless you're in it.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but they're still going to milk that cow as much as possible for money and promotions.
Oh, you think the NFL's not going to be making special Travis Taylor jerseys? That's the thing now. They're like Bennifer. Travis Taylor is the new term. I don't like to bring up washed-up comedians too often, but this story just amazed me. Kathy Griffin, who, of course, imploded her career with that
Yeah, as rightfully so.
And I used to think she was funny, right up to that point. Well, she has apologized to Anna Nicole Smith
Okay.
for making fun of her in her act.
Okay.
Anna Nicole Smith has been dead since 2007.
Hey, you know what though? Maybe
Isn't
she's
it a little bit late.
maybe
for
she's
that?
reflecting, and her heart has changed. And you can, hey, it's never too late for the soul.
Or maybe she wants to get somebody talking about her on the radio, and it worked.
Maybe so.
So, this is, of course, Labor Day weekend.
Yes, everybody be very safe out there.
And the state police are going to step up their impaired driving enforcement. So it's okay to drink and drive the rest of the year.
Oh, no.
Just don't do it.
They're
this
out there,
weekend.
Bill. They're out there.
Good.
365.
Yes, and somebody who doesn't drink, I have no problem with them catching people that do.
We're going to call Bill to be our DD.
Yeah, I can be your DD.
What time you go to bed, just so I know what time I have to...
6 p.m. He's at 6 p.m., so forget about that.
Generally, and...
As soon as the show's over, you go.
Yeah.
And there's a group called Tree Pittsburgh.
Tree? T-R.
TRE Pittsburgh. They are helping replant all through southwestern Pennsylvania all the trees that were brought down by the storms earlier this year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you can fill out a form and share details.
Where do you go to find that?
Of course, they left that out of this story. Mr. Reporter,
So wait,
would you
what
have
are they
never
called
left
again?
this
Tree
out?
what?
Tree Pittsburgh.
Tree Pittsburgh. So you can Google that, and I'm sure it'll take you somewhere.
Yeah, and so, and finally, a man in real-life Batman pajamas stopped a crime and stopped a burglary.
It was just a coincidence he was wearing the Batman pajamas?
Yeah, well...
A grown man?
A grown man wearing Batman pajamas, but probably because the thief was laughing his head off and was easy to disable.
Is this an inside joke or something?
Yeah, no, it's a true story.
Oh, okay.
True story. And with that, we say goodbye.
Till next week.
We have the Democratic Radio Hour coming up next. Paul, we'll see you soon. We'll see you. And
God willing.
Yeah, you two should be here on the 26th of September, since I won't. On your local station, WNBS Uniontown.
This is